So I don't know what you guys do when you are stressed out or overworked or overwhelmed, if you might be experiencing a little bit of mom burnout. What do you guys do? I try to find other creative outlets to really get what is in my head out. And usually I like to draw or paint. Today I am going to draw. This video is going to be a little bit of a chat with me, draw with me, so I can get my thoughts out and I can just, kind of create something special maybe and just have you here with me while I do so. Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch. I'm Melissa and this is Couch Mom Club. On my channel, you'll find tips and tricks to help moms to get off the couch and into life. And in today's video, we're going to do a draw and chat with me. So let's get right in. So I have a bit of a reference picture here. I don't know if I'll show it to you or not, just in case it looks nothing like what I'm trying to draw. If you hear my babies in the background, it's because my babies are in the background. And I don't even think I have to say that at this point, because usually if you hear a little bit of cooing or, talking in the background, you know that it's one of my three amazing children. But what I was saying earlier is that I kind of just had a lot on my mind lately. There's been a lot happening in the world. And of course, I don't want to minimize anybody else's experience. I am truly just kind of reflecting on what has been going on. Of course, I don't live in the States, but if you live in the States and maybe you were even directly affected by what happened in Texas, I'm sure that you also have a lot on your mind and a lot on your plate to deal with. Of course, this being the year that I'm sending my firstborn to school, that kind of hit home, and it was just one of those things that kind of stopped you, not to mention all the other stuff that we've been dealing with for the past 2.5, maybe 3 years. That combined with everything else, it's just a hard time, I think that we as moms, we're dealing with a lot. Being a mom of 3, and whether you're a mom of 1 or 10, it doesn't really matter. You have to kind of keep going. You have to keep pushing through. There's no time to really stop and gather yourself. You have to kind of gather yourself and keep moving all in the same breath sometimes, right? They're counting on you. They're really counting on you to push through and just to be at your best all the time. And really, these last few years have been really difficult to fulfill that and to be the best for our children, which leads us to feeling sometimes overwhelmed, sometimes burnt out. It kind of is different for each person. Even though you might not be burnt out, you might just have a lot going on in your mind and you don't really have an outlet to really work through those emotions and, kind of get to a place where you're okay. And one of the things that has been really on my mind is really the future of this channel. Obviously, what's happening in my real life, sending my son to school and, being home and then pending return to work in a few months, which I can't believe that I have an 8-month-old. I think we just posted this post about her birth. Like, it feels like yesterday. We just did a birth announcement, and here we are at 8 months, and I'm going to be christening her soon, which if you hadn't seen Noelle's christening video, I'll post that there so you can kind of get an idea of what a christening is all about if you already don't know. And then in a few short months, we're going to be celebrating her first birthday, which to me is just absolutely bonkers because, as I said, it feels like we just had her yesterday. 4 months is not a lot of time. I don't think I'm ready, guys. Of course, now we are entering our warmer summer months, and I feel like I need to make some changes to Couch Mom Club. Not necessarily because I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction, but because I want to do what I had in mind from the very beginning. Like when we just started the channel, it was supposed to be something so different, but then of course we had our 2-year hiatus, I'm gonna call it, and things kind of just had to take on a different life form just because we had to accommodate for being on lockdown and not being able to do things the way that we wanted or imagined that we would be able to do things. So things kind of took a different turn for Couch Mom Club. Not that it was a bad turn, because I was having fun, and I think that you all have enjoyed the content so far. But I feel like I need to kind of do like a restructuring and a reimagining of what it is that I want Couch Mom Club in its entirety to accomplish, and how each piece, for example, the YouTube channel, the Instagram piece, and how all of those things are going to ultimately fulfill the purpose of Couch Mom Club and what it is designed to do. But I do want to bring you in on the conversation and let me know. So can you leave some comments down below? Some of the things that I want to really revisit are the vlogs, for example. It is summertime. We are going to be doing a whole lot more. And Adelaide is she's excited. This will be her first summer, so we definitely want to show her a good time this year. And we want to get out and do more. This past winter, we have not been able to do much for multiple reasons, not only because of the lockdowns and the pandemic, but also we did have a baby. So, having a fresh baby at home, you are limited for what you can do. So I'm thinking about incorporating more vlogs like you've seen in the past. When is the last vlog that I did? I'm trying to remember. Anyways, I'm going to find it and link it so that you can see that. And I want to step my vlogging game up a bit. My camera also broke, so thank you. It just fell off my stick. And I hadn't replaced it because I knew that I was kind of slowing down on the vlogs. But now I'm kind of feeling like maybe you should pick that up again. So I don't know if a new camera will be in the works. And I'll plug my good friend Mark here because he actually did a video. I'm thinking he did a video about what vlogging camera I should use. So I'm going to go check that out, and I'll link his video too. So if you want to know, you can check that out too. Mark is an amazing friend that my husband met on YouTube, and he has just been a great resource and a great friend to my husband. And with the tips and tricks that he is giving on his channel, it's great. So you can go subscribe to his channel too and tell him that I sent you over. Shameless plug. I know he's not expecting that, but I was just talking about cameras and remembered him. I know that this is a bit of an unconventional video in that I've never really done anything like this before, but I think it's fun. I mean, it's kind of good to get a different perspective on things. And if you like videos like this, let me know. I don't really get a lot of time to really sit down and reflect and talk and, get my thoughts out. But if you guys don't mind the oohs and ahs in the background with my babies and you don't mind me rambling on the way that I do, let me know in the comments, because we might be able to do more of these videos. Maybe I can even go outside and do some drawing, because the weather is, of course, getting really nice. And this past weekend, actually, we spent a lot of time outside, and Teo rode one of those ride-on cars. What would you call them? The Power Wheels. Yeah, he rode on the Power Wheel today for the first time, and I think he really liked it. Teo, did you enjoy riding the Power Wheels? Yeah, you did? Okay. I want to be intentional about how I end this video, and I want to kind of anchor you in the same way that I've been anchored in this little while. A word that I've been hearing a lot lately, social media has been one of those places where you hear it so much, and the word is anxious. And I find that a lot of people have been battling with anxiety. I get it, is what I'm trying to say. I understand why somebody would be feeling anxious, because there's a lot to feel that way over. There's a lot happening that is out of our control. I think that the quicker we realize that, being nervous and being worried and being anxious about it does not change the fact that we cannot control certain things. We're just wasting a lot of time in our feelings being anxious. But the thing that has really grounded me was a scripture. I remember one night I went to bed feeling really overwhelmed by a lot of what has been happening. And I just, I even spoke to a friend online where I was like, I put a post on my story saying I was just deep in thought. And a friend of mine reached out and she was like, so what are you thinking about? And I'm like, I don't even want to tell you because I feel like it's just too much. And she was like, no, tell me. And I started with, like, what is the point of all of this, And she was like, wow. Ironically, she had been feeling the same way. So we kind of just talked through it with each other, and we came up with some conclusions. And that night I still went to bed feeling a little bit heavy and feeling a little bit anxious. And the morning I woke up, I went into my phone and I got out my Bible app, and Philippians 4:6-8 was right then and there, and it starts, be anxious for nothing. And it hit me, because when you even break down the word nothing, you can bring it down to no thing. And it just reminded me, let no thing cause me to be anxious. Let nothing, no thing, no matter what that thing is, don't be anxious. And I know it's easier said than done, but even in reciting that verse, it causes you to think and it causes you to slow down. Don't allow your thoughts to run ahead of you. Be in control in such a way where you're checking yourself. Like, if I was thinking about what X, Y, and Z and just my mind was going, I should be able to pull those thoughts in. And reading a verse like, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. There's another thing, be grateful, because regardless of what's happening, there is still so much to be grateful for. So be grateful, and make your request known to God. So, ultimately talk to him, because he knows what's happening. He knows what's in your mind. He knows the state of the world. He knows it all. So be anxious for nothing, slow down, think, breathe, and then by prayer and supplication and in an attitude of gratitude, make your request known to God. So I was able to say, God, I don't know what tomorrow has in store. I'm not even sure what a few minutes from now will look like, because I don't have that ability to see the end from the beginning like our God and Father does. But he knows. So just talk to him. And if I can encourage you a little bit, it would be, number one, you are seen. Everything that you're doing, everything that you are just holding up so well, you're doing a fabulous job, and you are seen. Nothing that you're doing is being taken for granted. You might not see the fruit of it all now, but you'll definitely see the rewards in times to come. Because I know that it's not for nothing. I know that what you're doing is a labor of love when you're taking care of your families and you're ensuring that they have all that they need, and you're putting yourself sometimes last in order to do so. It is not in vain, and you are seen and you are appreciated. And then the next thing is to just keep going. Let this be that push that you needed. Let this be that, I don't know, that word of encouragement that you needed to keep going. Kids are going to be kidding. Bill's going to be billing. Money is not moneying like it used to, but it's all going to be okay. God is in control. You are doing a fabulous job, and I hope that you enjoyed this draw with me, chat with me. You'll see the reference, and I don't know. Drawing is something that I really, really love doing. I'll get back to this drawing and finish it up in just a little while. But until next time, here are some cool Couch Mom Club videos for you to enjoy. And don't forget to join the club. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you never, ever, ever miss an upload. Check out the merch too. The links will be in the description right below the like button. And now it's time to get off the couch and into life.